so that anybody can help me put justice for my son. Please talk to me. Let's get it done.
Family and friends of a 27-year-old Vernon man shot and killed last night remember him tonight with a candlelight vigil. Hello, thanks so much for joining us. I'm Daryl Franklin.
And I'm Lauren Linville. Police say Andre Sandoval was found shot to death in a vacant lot across from the American Legion, and the family says they're still trying to grasp it all.
Markeisha Jackson spent some time with the family today. She joins us now with their thoughts.
Daryl, the family says they're glad that the alleged shooter is now behind bars, but they want to make sure no other person has to have their life snatched away the same way Andre's was.
No family wants to receive that phone call in the middle of the night that something bad has happened to a loved one, especially to find out that your child was murdered.
And my son and his cousins called me. That was the worst nightmare.
Worst nightmare to receive that phone call. Still trying to process it and accept it. Very unfortunate and uncalled for.
This is Nicolasa Smith and Lino Sandoval, and this was their son, Andre Sandoval, a loving father, son, brother, and friend whose life was cut short Tuesday night in Vernon when he was allegedly shot and killed by this man, 54-year-old Bradford Thompson, who is now in jail on murder charges. But for this family, their lives will never be the same.
My son was lovable. You know, I mean, he had problems. But he would call me from time to time, and I always told him, you know, that I was there, you know, get help and everything, but he just couldn't accept it.
Andre's parents say he had recently gotten a divorce and lost a child, then became homeless, but they say homelessness does not translate to their son being a bad person. In fact, countless neighbors who drove by Wednesday shared that Andre hung out over in the field frequently, never bothering anyone, so they don't understand why someone would have done this.
He came out with a rifle strapped on his shoulder. Just started shooting him while he was sitting down across from a vacant lot. He wasn't bothering nobody, wasn't bothering him.
This is a field. Nobody will. You know, he wasn't bothering nobody. And I want justice for my son. But I don't want this to happen to any other parent, grandparent, whatever. We all belong to somebody, right?
Andre's family says their focus now will be taking care of the daughter he leaves behind, as well as trying to provide more mental health resources to anyone who may be struggling before they suffer the same fate as their loved one.
Mental illness is bad. I mean, there's no helping at times. But he was my baby. And I loved him, and I love him. I always will.
Now, the Vernon Police Department and the Texas Rangers are investigating the homicide.
Okay, Markeisha, thank you for bringing us that report.